It's Mike Tyson, that's fine. It's a money fight, I get you, and you want to make money. But at some point in time, if you keep telling us that you're taking boxing seriously, it could be potentially compelling, but it's because it's Mike Tyson, not because we should expect anything from Mike Tyson. We ain't that dumb. We really, really aren't.
Mayweather has to do this fight because he needs that bread. That's why. That's why. And it's funny when you have options. When you have options, yo, you can make your choice. When you're doing great and you got money in the bank and you sitting pretty, yeah, you sitting pretty.
About Floyd Mayweather and his broke ass coming back to an exhibition versus Mike Tyson, and how pathetic and, a flat-out money grab it was for both guys, because no one wants to see an exhibition between two guys, one in his 60s, one about to hit 50, if it's not going to be in the same weight class, if it's not going to be at the same weight, and it's not going to mean anything.
Stephen A. Smith believes that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is entering the exhibition with Mike Tyson strictly to cash in, while also warning that Tyson should seriously consider stepping away from these kinds of showcase fights altogether.
Is preying upon you. We've seen a different Mike Tyson when he's been preyed upon. We've seen him when he's been out of shape. We've seen him when he hasn't been pristine. This is not the young Mike Tyson. We see these videos all the time. We know how ferocious and vicious and spectacular he was. That was a long time ago. And I really, really sincerely hope that Mike Tyson doesn't get himself hurt in this.
Stephen A. Smith wrote on X that he and Skip finally agree on something, saying that Floyd Mayweather Jr. will lace up the gloves one more time, but only when a $200 million opportunity presents itself, making it clear that at 49 years old his return is fueled by money rather than passion for fighting, a point later expanded on by Jason Whitlock, who explained that Mayweather's decision to come out of retirement is purely financial, arguing that years of excessive spending and massive losses have pushed him back toward the ring for another payday.
What we don't know is what he did with his money, how liquid it is, how much assets he remains having, and what are his liabilities. We don't know. The challenge for Floyd, and it's a challenge with a lot of young black men who become famous, is that he made a brand out of, let me show you what I have. I've made this much money. Let me take another picture with stacks of money. Let me tell you I made great investments, so I'm good with money. He's been saying this for years. He built his brand off of it, literally changed from pretty boy to money. And if he ends up having money problems, he can't keep up that image, well, he has to do something to go get the money. And in the ring, I love watching Floyd. It would be sad to watch him fight somebody like Terrence Crawford and get destroyed and destroy the image that we have of Floyd. The challenge with him, again, is he decided to build his brand around, I have a bunch of money. And this looks like what Ocho Cinco was referring to. It looks like he's doing it for the money. I hope, just like Shannon Sharp said, I hope he's doing it just because he just wants.
Tim Bradley took aim at Floyd Mayweather Jr., saying that if a rematch with Manny Pacquiao was ever truly about giving fans what they wanted, it would have happened long ago, arguing that revisiting the fight now is driven entirely by financial motivation rather than legacy or competition.
Now, when you need him, you call on him. Mayweather didn't want this damn fight with Manny Pacquiao years ago, and now he wants this damn fight now. Because he needs money, that's why. All the rumors are true. It's a sad thing, but it is what it is. But it is what it is. And you know one more thing. Mayweather, if Mayweather didn't believe that he could beat Manny Pacquiao, he wouldn't be in the ring with him. Yeah, you know Mr. Sensitive. I love Mayweather, but let's keep it a buck. Oh, he's sensitive as hell. Not only is he sensitive, the man, he's insecure like hell. He's insecure, and he gotta have a leg up on your ass. And he saw it at Barrios fight. And Barrios just got smashed by Ryan Garcia. And then now, he like,
Wade Plemon claimed that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is short on cash, arguing that the exhibition bout is simply a money grab and that his return from retirement is centered on setting up a lucrative pay-per-view showdown with Manny Pacquiao.
Gonna get that out of the way right away. Floyd has lost a lot of money, which is why he's continuing to fight through his career. And listen, Manny's political run in the Philippines wasn't great, right? So they're going back to what they do best. This rematch, if anything, is going to be interesting for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's Mayweather and Pacquiao, the biggest fight that's ever happened in combat sports. It wasn't at their best. We'll talk about how I think this version's going to go. But what was it? 4.2 million pay-per-view buys. The biggest fight we thought we'd ever see. And it may still be that, but this is going to do numbers as well, no doubt about it. But the reason this fight is at least more interesting to me now than either of their exhibitions. And yeah, I'm throwing away how the first fight went and that they were past their prime in that one, and that I may be getting the wool pulled over my eyes for what we actually might see. But let's be honest though, Floyd's 49, Manny's 47. We know what we're going to get. They're not going to be in their prime. We don't expect them to be in...
Skip Bayless posted on X that the first Floyd-Pacquiao clash was historic when it happened on May 2nd, 2015, but warned that a sequel would be unforgettable for all the wrong reasons, pointing out that Floyd Mayweather Jr. would be 49 and Manny Pacquiao 47, noting they were already slightly past their best even the first time around. Adding that he doesn't fault Netflix because audiences will still tune in to something that may be uncomfortable to witness, while Pacquiao himself sees it differently, saying the timing is right now that Mayweather is stepping out of retirement and offering him another chance at a rematch.
Now, 11 years after the first fight, why is now the right time for this rematch?
It just happened that I'm still active in boxing, and he come out from retirement, so and he decided to do it again. So this is it. Like I'm so excited for the fight.
It's going to be in the Sphere. It's going to be a first of its kind event. The last time you and Mayweather stepped into a ring, it was 2015, over a decade ago. Is there anything you can learn from that fight heading into September's bout?
Oh yeah, I learned a lot from that fight. Way back 2015, I think we become mature right now and how to handle it, and I hope that it will not happen.
Jason Whitlock points out that despite Floyd Mayweather Jr. having earned over $1 billion from fight purses, he is reportedly broke at 47. Questioning the logic behind a fighter approaching 50 stepping back into the ring and what narrative makes it compelling. Whitlock observes that while fans might tune in out of loyalty or curiosity, the real draw comes from witnessing Mayweather face challenges he rarely encountered during his prime. He contrasts this with legendary fighters like Rocky Marciano and Marvin Hagler, who remained retired, highlighting how rare it is for an iconic figure to return at this age. Ultimately, Whitlock frames the scenario as both a cautionary tale and a spectacle fueled by money and entertainment value.
Estimates are 1.1 to 1.52 bill. That's billion with a B. That Floyd Mayweather has made throughout his career from like purses that he's taken in from fights. $1 billion, and he's 47 years old and he's completely broke. He's won the prize. This is, of all the idiots that we've seen out there, celebrities, actors, entertainers that have lost a lot of money, this guy would take the cake. To blow a bill before he even hits 50 is unimaginable. It actually is sad. It's a cautionary tale. We have seen it time and time again. But who actually wants to watch this guy fight? Like, people that love him. If he comes out and look, if he loses and looks terrible and gets destroyed, well, look, if you love him or hate him, you can say, well, he's nearly 50 years old. This doesn't prove it.
Clemens evaluates the upcoming clash between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao, noting that despite their advancing age and past bouts, both fighters still possess remarkable skill. He highlights Pacquiao's recent decisive victory over Mario Barrios as proof that he can perform at an elite level, while Mayweather, even after years focused on exhibitions, continues to display precision and technical mastery. Clemens stresses that the real intrigue lies in seeing which legend has maintained their edge over time. He revisits the first fight's controversy surrounding Pacquiao's shoulder injury, suggesting it adds extra context and drama to this rematch. With this being a professional bout rather than an exhibition, the stakes are higher, offering a chance for Mayweather's undefeated record to be truly tested. Ultimately, Clemens frames the showdown as a measure of longevity, skill retention, and the ability to perform near the age of 50, captivating fans eager to witness how experience, age, and legacy collide in this historic encounter.
Beat him. Now, granted, it was a draw, and we just saw Mario Barrios get absolutely skunked by Ryan Garcia. It's showing us that, one, like I've said, Mario Barrios is one of the worst world champions in boxing, or he was. Again, that's no offense to Mario. It's just the reality is he was not one of the stronger champions. Two, the game is obviously always going. It's always on that forward treadmill, so it's passed him by. But it showed that Manny could compete, at least at some high level still, in boxing. And Floyd, even with the 20 billion exhibitions he's done to sully his name, it's shown that he still got it, right? So whatever that level still is that they have, it will be relatively similar. You could even argue that Manny, out of the two of them, has still looked like he could be at a higher level than Floyd has as of recently, because Floyd's been doing exhibitions. Floyd hasn't been competing in pro fights, and Manny just got done fighting in a world title fight. So there's intrigue in that as well. Like, is this version of Manny better than the Manny that fought Floyd the first time?
Tim Bradley critiques Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s return, arguing that if a rematch with Manny Pacquiao were genuinely about competition or giving fans what they wanted, it would have happened years ago. He recalls how, when Pacquiao previously pushed for another bout, Mayweather showed no urgency to agree. Bradley notes that circumstances have shifted. When a fighter is undefeated and financially secure, decisions are made with ease, but now the motivation seems different and largely financial. He suggests that the need for money changes priorities, which helps explain why the rematch is finally taking place. While calling the situation unfortunate, he also emphasizes that Mayweather would not step back into the ring unless he felt confident he could still beat Pacquiao, showing that his belief in his abilities persists despite the controversy surrounding his comeback.
Barrios, even though I'm damn near 50, I'm still better than Barrios. My experience, my hand speed, I take care of myself, I had some exhibitions, I know I can still do this. That's what he thinking. He like, I still could do this. I could beat Manny Pacquiao. I saw what Barrios did to him. So that's the reason why this fight is happening. The rumors are damn true. It's sad, but it is what it is. And you know what? The money right now for content is crazy. Netflix is paying for any type of great content, man. If you seen the change with Netflix, man, I almost canceled my damn subscription with Netflix because I got sick and tired of seeing the same boring on Netflix. And now they got this woman in place now, and she's seeking out, and she want the best of the best content. You know, they got podcasters and stuff all on Netflix.
As Floyd Mayweather Jr. chases another huge payday, the most sensible opponent is once again Manny Pacquiao, the same rival who delivered record-breaking revenue during their first clash. Many critics claimed their 2015 fight had passed its prime, yet ongoing public fascination challenges that view. If the matchup truly had lost its spark back then, it's hard to explain why a rematch still promises enormous streaming numbers today. Clearly, the commercial draw of this showdown remains as strong as ever.
Want to put out whatever and sensationalize topic, but now you look dumb because you said the fight was past its expiration date back in 2015 when they fought. Then tell me why this fight is going to do numbers on Netflix. You know what I mean? Like, it don't even make sense. So that's just a sidebar. But hey, there's rumors that Floyd Mayweather was having some type of like money trouble, where, I mean, he could eradicate it. It's not like he's tiptoeing back in. He going right back at the guy who he teamed up with the first time to generate a lot of money. So best believe Pacquiao and Floyd are definitely getting paid big time for this, to run it back at their advance.
Rumors have swirled about financial pressure around Mayweather, though nothing has been officially confirmed. Yet rather than stepping back quietly, he seems poised to dive into another blockbuster bout with the one opponent capable of drawing global attention. Both Mayweather and Pacquiao recognize the magnitude of the moment, especially at their stage in life, where legacy and earnings collide. Recent training clips, including sessions with Roger Mayweather's son, have only fueled speculation that he's taking preparations seriously. Teases on social media have ramped up rematch chatter even further. At the end of the day, this comes down to timing, market appeal, and the irresistible financial draw between two icons who once shattered records and could do it all over again.
Truly believe in the first fight, some people didn't get the desired outcome. So as a result, they tried to bash this fight, right? And they were like, oh, this fight was a horrible fight because it was past its expiration date, right? So if a fight happened in 2015, and this is how fake boxing can be. The original fight happened in 2015, right? We are now over 10 years removed in 2026, going on 11 years since the first fight. And back then, people were saying, oh man, the fight they waited 5 or 6.
Over 10 years after their initial clash, the rematch between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao is being billed as the definitive answer to the long-standing debate over who truly reigns supreme. What makes this matchup especially striking is that it's not an exhibition, it's a legitimate professional fight, with Mayweather putting his flawless 50-0 record on the line. Since hanging up his gloves in 2017 after defeating Conor McGregor, he's only taken part in exhibitions, carefully shielding his legacy from any real risk. That protection is gone now. An undefeated record carries immense historical significance in boxing, and very few champions ever retire without a single loss.
Perhaps the most shocking part of this entire deal is that this is not another one of those exhibition fights. Look, Floyd Mayweather retired in August of 2017 after he beat Conor McGregor. And we have seen him in the ring, but never risking that perfect, that pristine 50-0 record. That is until now, because this is a professional bout, meaning if Floyd loses, the perfect record is kaput. It is done. And that means a lot for him to be undefeated. There are very few fighters out there who have gone through their entire career with an unblemished record, but Floyd Mayweather happens to be one of them.
Mayweather has crafted much of his legacy around his perfect record. In contrast, Pacquiao has stayed active in recent years, even performing at an elite level after coming out of retirement. Despite a narrow loss in a recent title fight, he showed impressive skill and competitiveness against top-tier opponents. Talks also surfaced about a potential showdown between Mayweather and Mike Tyson, a matchup charged with real tension, though it remains uncertain if that fight will happen. For now, all eyes are on this high-stakes professional rematch, where legacy, risk, and pride are set to collide once more.
Exhibition fights sprinkled throughout the last couple of years. You know who has fought? Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, after retiring for a couple of years in 2021, was active again last year, fighting championship-level fighters. In fact, he fought in July of 2025. Now, he lost the fight, but it was a very close fight against a killer of an opponent, and it just goes to show that Manny Pacquiao, conventional wisdom would say, is likely to be the much, much sharper opponent here. Now, also interesting is the fact that Floyd Mayweather was supposed to be fighting Mike Tyson. As a matter of fact, I talked to Mike Tyson just a couple of days ago, and I asked him, hey, we don't have a date yet for this big fight with you and Floyd. Is this thing still happening? And he said,
when Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao first met in 2015, it felt like a worldwide spectacle. From cities like San Diego to countless others, fans poured into bars and crowded the streets just to watch the fight, capturing the sheer scale of anticipation. Yet, once the bell rang, the in-ring action didn't quite live up to the hype. Mayweather dictated the tempo from start to finish, ultimately earning a decisive unanimous decision. Pacquiao had only fleeting moments of success, with the fourth round standing out as his brief window of pressure against the champion.
I got photos, I got videos, I got texts from people in San Diego and other cities waiting outside of bars. They were outside in the streets, huddled together, trying to watch the fight, not even in the bars, in the establishments. So that tells you like how big that fight was back in 2015. But we all know what happened. Floyd Mayweather cruising to a unanimous decision over Manny Pacquiao in a fight that wasn't the most dramatic one to watch, wasn't the most action-packed fight to watch. Manny had a few moments in the fight, in particular, I believe in the fourth round, where he buzzed Floyd a little bit. Floyd shelled up and Manny let his hands go. But other than that instance, that round, the fight was pretty much not competitive at all. And Floyd cruised to a unanimous decision victory that night.
Now, more than 10 years later, the rematch comes with fresh intrigue. Early signs point to this being a sanctioned professional fight rather than an exhibition, meaning the result will officially affect their records and dramatically raise the stakes. Crucial details, like the weight class and number of rounds, are still being negotiated, with whispers of a possible catchweight given Mayweather's long hiatus from serious competition. As talks continue, excitement is mounting over whether this sequel can provide the competitive intensity and drama that many felt was missing from their historic first meeting.
The real fight, or if this is going to be an exhibition, because I believe on the press release, there's nothing of that stated, how many rounds it's going to be and what weight it's going to be at. So as of right now, this is what I know. The fight will be a real fight. It's not an exhibition fight. It's going to be a real sanctioned fight. Whoever wins this win will be added to their official pro fight record. But in terms of the weight and the rounds, nothing's been worked out yet. I believe they're still figuring out things or still negotiating how many rounds it's going to be and at what weight, even though I hear whispers of a potential catch weight given the amount of time Floyd has been out of the ring. All right, you guys, so you got the preliminary details, but let's go ahead and deep dive in this and get a little more into it. First off, my initial reaction to this news is...
That wraps up today's video. Stay tuned for more. Catch you in the next one.